Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing. If you haven't had that homie that knocked up his wife and his girlfriend at the same time, smash that subscribe button. Go ahead and have him smash it right now. First and foremost, let me give a shout out to the growing list of patrons. Crystal, La Reina, Tony Rex, Hernan, Michael Mua, Winston, Alejandro, Trailero760, Grant, El Skid, Nathan, Hobie Cat, Mika Boy, Lead with Love, Charles, Albert 12, AI Vega, Esquiel, Abuelita Irma, Big Bad 48, JT, Nova, Abuelita's Journey, Jack, Linda, Angel, Michigan Wolverines, Mikey 559, Marius, Chevelle 66, Gigi, and Dallas Herrero. If you have not already signed up for that Patreon, make sure you hit that link in the description below. You are definitely missing out. This episode right here, man. Hector, I swear, man, you be having stories for days, man. You be having stories for days. Actually, stories for years. 16 years to be in fact. Am I afraid am I going to run out of content? Never that. Well, Hector, how is it that you were always at these places when things were happening? Well, you guys have to understand, man. I did swaps. Swaps meaning I work a shift for my friend. Well, they don't have to be a friend. Yeah, they could be friends. I worked a shift for a friend, and in turn, they paid me back. The reason for that is I can work two 16-hour shifts, 16, 16, 8, and then be off for 4 days. So in essence, you're only working, in essence of a man, you're only working 3 days and you're off for 4 days. Swaps, right? So you're at different posts, you're at different, posts throughout the prison. Now, I don't elaborate on certain things on purpose, right? And if you're asking this question, the answer is yes. All right, so when I told you I had a relief spot with a female partner in the Charlie R Level 4 GP Killers at Centinela State Prison, I said my relief spot was in Building 3 and Building 4. 3, 4. I was like on my 2-year rotation still. Still, you get bounced around when you're new. You get bounced around. You rotate through all the shifts, all the hours, etc., etc. So that was within my 2 years. When I was involved in the Black and Mexican riot in Alpha Gym, when I was in the gun, I was on a swap. I was working for my friend because I was assigned to first watch, which is a graveyard shift. I hated it. So the whole time on my rotation on graveyard, I was swapping. Right, and I happened to be on a swap on third watch in the gun when it kicked off, Blacks and Mexicans. Again, the topic of this week is race riots because of the current climate in the air in California Department of Corrections. Now you guys know how I'm always in fucking 2 places at one time. Hector, get to the damn point. You guys know I have to lay the backstory down. Now you know, okay, this fool isn't full of shit, right? Not that I was anyways, but you know, some people be lurking in the shadows. So Hector, what can cause riots, race riots? What activities, what things can cause 2 races to go to war? Let's keep it simple. Blacks and Mexicans, right? Because that's all my experience down south. They were kicking it off often. It can be drugs, meaning a drug debt from one race to another. It can be stealing. I remember minimum. This is not what this story is about. Minimum Centinela, which is a level 1 yard. I believe a black inmate had stole something from a Mexican. And that's all bad right there. So it was a magazine. So the Mexicans told the blacks, hey, handle that. And I believe they did handle that. So what about pussy? Hector, can pussy cause a riot? Can pussy cause tension? Oh no, my goodness. Why did you say that, Hector? Well, as a matter of fact, yes. Oh my god. Okay. The reason I was on minimum because I would be doing swaps. At minimum, at that time, it was GP, right? They hadn't non-designated everything, the whole world yet. When you're out there, it's one officer per building, per dorm. You have, oh, fuck if I can remember. You have the podium, you have the benches in front of you where the inmates watch two television sets. One's a TV here, one's a TV here. They'd be watching the I Love Lucy and stuff like that. You have the showers and the latrines, the toilets in front of that. You have some bunk beds off to your right as you're looking, bunk beds off to your left, and the damn fucking payphones are right behind you, which I always thought was sketchy, right? Then you had like your office back there and the toilet and then the supply closet right behind you. There was two dorms. There was the two dorms. Okay. There was a female CO, attractive type. All right. Everybody was hitting it. Officers, sergeants, lieutenants, part of the captains. I don't know. We didn't know who the captains were. They probably knew who she was. Now, apparently, green wasn't enough, right? Apparently, just smashing staff members, just nah, this shit ain't cutting it, right? I need a little bit more spice in my life. Apparently, right? Allegedly. So I start coming to work and minimum and doing my swaps, right? And the air is crispy. There's fucking tension. Well, this female would work a shift or two or three out there. Like kind of just sprinkled out there. Right? I don't know. I can't recall the circumstances. If she was picking up overtime, if she was swapping out there, if that was her spot. I don't remember what the hell she was landing out there, but she was landing out there. Well, you're one cop, you're one CO in a building. Ain't nobody gonna check on you. There's an S&E, like an officer that roves around the yard. Not even roves around the yard. That's not what that officer does. That officer hangs out with the sergeant and delivers stuff that needs to be delivered and picks up stuff that needs to be picked up. Count slips, mail bags, just etc. Right? They got responsibilities. So basically, you're on your own out there in the building, which kind of sucks if you're, afraid of inmates or don't like being by yourself. It kind of sucks. Not in this girl's case. I believe she viewed it as an opportunity to fucking hook up with inmates out there, smash them, right? Or get smashed. Now, she may or may not have started smashing the Mexicans first. Oh, so the Mexicans thought they hit the fucking jackpot. Well, technically, they did hit the jackpot. CO was attractive. They're out there. Probably you got the homies running a train. Who knows, man? I don't know. I didn't see this shit. I didn't want to see this shit. I'm going to elaborate on this. Hector, don't be such a damn hater. No, 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 man. Check this out. You guys have to understand when it comes to this, green and blue, having sex with each other, it is not hating. Trust me, man. This is not like your homie at the club. This is all bad. Right? This is all bad on so many levels. Again, you ask yourself, what else is she doing, man? Is she bringing in guns to the inmates? Well, Hector, don't be so dramatic. These dudes are just trying to hit. Hey, man, anything is fucking possible. Look at the fucking, what's that shit? New York, the lady brought a drill, escaped those two inmates. I am telling you, it is more than, it's all bad. Oh, it's all bad. As much as I despise dirty cops that bring in contraband, I just as equally despise chicks that hook up with inmates that work in the prison, right? For that reason. Now you guys know. Um then one has to ask yourself, like, hey man, there's plenty of dudes in green that'll just fucking lay it down. In this case, they were too. Like I said, she had graduated onto blue. Here we go. So she starts smashing the Mexicans first, right? They, you could just imagine, man. Everybody's on cloud nine. Well, the blacks start hitting. She lets the blacks hit. Well, now the Mexicans are upset. They don't think it's cool, right? Because that's their pussy. Oh, fuck. Finders keepers, losers weepers, right? Well, in this case, the blacks found it afterwards. You may or may not have, like I said, man. There's a fucking restroom right behind you, the supply closet right behind you. You may or may not have just all out trains back there. I don't know. I wasn't fucking there. I didn't see that shit from my own two eyes, right? I do know that person does not no longer work for the department. I'll tell you all this, man. Like there was all the signs were adding up, right? That why not? Why would it not be true? Everything was right there laid out in front. Well, the blacks are loud. Oh, Hector, we caught you, you racist son of a bitch. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Oh, listen to what the hell I'm saying, man. The blacks are loud. They're not discreet, right? They're not discreet. You know this when they're out there in the middle of the yard smoking weed with weapons on them, drinking Pruno, taking pictures with cell phones. Well, Hector, that was pretty damn detailed. Yeah, that's what they were doing right before I left as a lieutenant. And when I went over there and jammed them up, they said, hey, why you tripping? Why am I tripping? Why am I tripping? Last time I checked, this wasn't back on the block, right? Like, what the fuck, man? At least hide it. I would tell them too, I'm not even fucking tripping. Just don't do it out in the open. What the fuck? Don't front me off. The fuck? Right? Now you guys get it. You got the blacks that are, or you got the blacks that are happy. You got the Mexicans that are mad. That caused that tension. That's what this whole episode is about. I just had to give you guys a backstory. It's hostile now. It's fucking hostile. Just as bad as if dope was involved. Hey, the power of the V is dangerous, man. So, I can't remember if this was me or not, but I told you that the blacks are not discreet. Well, to make matters worse, they start talking shit. They start talking shit to the Mexicans, about the Mexicans, and then that's when it really like got turned up. What they said was, "Oh, they're just small. They're just mad because they got small dicks." Oh, fuck me, man. Again, this inmate shared that with a staff member. I can't remember if it was me or one of my friends, but anyway, they told me. Like, that's how word travels, right? Like, they were just open with it. Like, yeah, we're hidden. So what? And now there's tension, and the Mexicans are just mad because they have small dicks. Well, he's not wrong. What do you mean? What do you mean he's not wrong? Man, that's cool. Did you see that brother that Lena the Plug got drilled out by? Holy shit, right? I'm Mexican, man. I got a standard issue. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Standard issue, right? Well, once the Mexicans hear this, they're fucking livid. This is back in the days when you had the bald heads, the tattoos, the you're not going home, you're a fucking lifer. Big homies are still in the shoe. These are those days, right? Well, they were going home because they were on minimum, but oh, fuck, man. I forgot what ended up happening to that female officer, but she had to go. She had to go, man. That pussy had caused too much problems. I can't recall if they told her she couldn't swap there no more, if she got a job change. Again, she was there, then she wasn't there. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. You're about to kick this whole fucking dorm off, yard off. But look, I told you when it comes to dirty staff members, like as an officer, it is not in your role, your position, or your duties to like capture them, put you yourself, put handcuffs on them, and walk them out the fucking door. Like that's not you. That's just that doesn't. That's not. We're not taught. We're not taught that. That's not in training. I don't even know how would fucking handle that. But we have an investigative services unit, ISU, aka the Goon Squad. They're the ones that keep track of all this and this. And they had been watching this fucking female for years, right? Been watching her for fucking years. The power of the V. Mexicans have standard issues. The blacks are loud. I want to hit my horn. I'm not hitting my horn anymore. I went too loud. I went too nuts on the horn. I'm putting myself out. You guys are probably thinking, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, fuck. There you go, man. Gather what you gather. The message for today is I have seen the V destroy more men's lives than I can fucking count on two hands and 2 feet. Keep pushing forward.